Pan intro. Hey guys, focus. Okay, focus camera. So we need to talk. We're going to talk about America today. And for those of you who don't live in America, it's pretty cool that you're watching my videos. But guys, let's talk. Recently in Boston, there was a bombing, and I feel like we should talk about it. Okay. America lately, in the past year, from this day back, maybe just a year, there's been a lot. I don't know if you've noticed it, but a lot of like disasters and bad things happening and just all this really bad stuff happening, like the Newtown school shooting, which is pretty shady. If you haven't really looked it up, it's a really shaky situation that's I'm not gonna get into it because some people will take it offensively, and honestly, it's really shady, kind of conspiracy-ish. There's also the mall shooting and the theater shooting and the stabbing in Houston, and there's so much going on in America for some reason. I don't know this reason, but it does concern me because America's the land of the free, I think, yeah. But there's things that there's these like back issues that I'm really getting concerned about, and I'm starting to over time question what's real and what's not real and what's right and what's wrong. And it's not that I don't feel for this, like the Boston, I don't want to call it the Boston Massacre because no one got shot or anything, but the Boston Marathon bombing, I looked up pictures today, I read articles, I studied up, I did a lot with the information, and I kind of took it all in. And I'm really feeling for the people out there right now. Like, if you guys know anyone or are just grieving over this whole thing, I'm very, very sorry, and my prayers go out to you. And it's very unfortunate that this happened. And it's the Boston Marathon, a very famous marathon. And there was like this old man that got blown off of his feet and got up and finished the race, and it's inspiring. But on the other hand, you look up pictures and there's just blood everywhere, just over the streets, over the people. There's videos of the explosions. In life, this is my experience with life. I went through stages of this like roller coaster life where things just kept happening one after the other, and I feel like that's happening in America right now. And I really want it to get better because I'm getting to the point in my life where things that happen, like the Boston bombing, they're going to be in textbooks. You know, years down the road, my kids are going to read it and they're going to come home and say, you know, hey, where were you when this happened? You know, what happened? How did you hear about it? And I heard about it. I don't really know when I was in school. And I remember someone telling me about it. I had no idea how severe it was. I just thought, you know, some bombs went off. I didn't think of any casualties. I don't think about people dying. And later, I see pictures of just blood everywhere, and this guy's leg is just off, and there's people laying on the ground, and it's sobering. Is one of the only words I can use for it. It's a sobering thing to actually be informed, and I want to tell you guys this, and I'm telling you guys this because I want you to be informed also. I want to be able to enlighten people and keep them in the wraps with everything going on. And it's good to be informed because ignorance, to me, is not bliss. It's just ignorance. I want people to know what's happening in the world. I want people to know what's happening in politics and to understand the world around them because it will help them in the long run, and it will provide just this knowledge to them. So I encourage you to research the articles and things. I'm praying for the people out there who were affected by this bombing, and if you'd like to post below your prayers and shout outs, comment below with those. Also comment below with just your thoughts on the whole Boston bombing thing. I wanted to do this video yesterday, but it just got too late, and a lot of people like me. For me, I try to make jokes about things, and it helps me cope with the situation to be able to make fun of things. So I've made jokes, and I've done things that it's insensitive. I'll admit to that. I've been insensitive. But when it came down to it, when I'm about to go to sleep, I think about things. I think about what if there's stories that are I'm gonna use a story that I heard and put myself in it. Like, what if I was running towards the finish line and my son, if I had a son, ran out onto the track or the street and was gonna give me a hug for completing a 26.1 mile race, and then an explosion where shrapnel flies everywhere and people are laying on the ground and there's blood just all over the street. I've made jokes, and I feel I feel bad about it. The fact that I make jokes to feel better about situations. And for those of you who know me really personally, because I know that some of the people that I know watch my videos, it's just my way of dealing with things. Because when I was going through hard times in my life, I made jokes. When people called me gay, I made jokes. When people messed with me, I made jokes. And when bad things happened, I make jokes. And it's a bad habit. It's a bad coping mechanism. Everyone has their own thing. Some people cry. Some people distance themselves. Some people make jokes. Others get angry. But overall, when you're faced with it, when you're looking at people's legs torn off, when you're looking at pictures of people who have died and where the bombing was at the end of a race, 26.1 miles, and you're running towards the finish line, and you're so close. You can taste it. You're right there. Your family's watching. Thousands are watching. And that moment, that huge moment, is destroyed. Obliterated by what they call a terrorist attack. And I just want to say that I'm sorry. I'm sorry I make jokes. I'm sorry that's my coping mechanism. I'm also sorry for the people out there who had relatives or anyone there, or just for the people who have been affected by it. My prayers are out to you, and I hope everything gets better. Because things seem a little bad right now. And I know it's not, other countries have a lot of problems. In America, we've got it high and mighty over here, and everyone's, the joke, oh, first world problems, blah, blah, blah. Death is universal. It affects anyone and everyone. And one day I'm going to die. One day you're going to die. One day we're all going to die. And I wouldn't want my life to end at the end of a marathon. I wouldn't want anyone I know to die in that way. I wouldn't wish that upon my worst enemy. But thank you guys for watching. It's a pretty long video. I figured I'd have to talk to you guys about it. Guys, stay informed. Look up news articles. Do your research. Look up pictures. Keep informed, because later in life, because I know a lot of the people who watch me are teenagers, you're going to be voting, you're going to be active in politics, and you're going to need to know this stuff. And later in life, when your kids run up to you and ask, where were you when the Boston bombing happened, you'll know exactly what they're talking about. So thank you guys for watching. Comment below if you're part of the G Nation, and also with your prayers and thoughts about the whole Boston bombing thing, and about what you think about this video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time on GothikahLIVE. You guys have been awesome. I've been Gothika. I'll see you guys next time. Pan outro.